never say anything.
I'm not arguing that. What I'm telling you is that it's not because of state government war. It is. Those of us who were giving back to in Lagos, we are the state. I won't be saying everything is good in Lagos. Go and sit down. You are suffering in Lagos. You are not enjoying in this Lagos. We are the real Lagosians that are enjoying Lagos, not you. How many of you? Where's my family house?
Yes.
Most of you claiming Lagos don't have family house. I have a better family house in Lagos than you. Me, I have a family house in Lagos.
Where's your family house?
So that's what they say. I'm not Lagos, they don't get land. They will not talk a sentiment. Now we get island, we will. Don't buy me. We say, now here be my state. That's what I get. You don't get them for Lagos. Family house will get to island. Then they don't get them. Say plenty. The only
good morning, STVs. Welcome to the program this morning. This is Bystanders and Listeners. I'm Christian Chukwu, and we are here. Our people are responding to the topical issues that we have on the paper this morning.
You not travel anywhere in Nigeria.
Okay. Let's get to the chase this morning. I have the Punch newspaper with me. I have the Vanguard newspaper today. This morning, once again, we have our people deliberating on the reports that we have on the paper. Buhari's ministers, others. This is from the House of Rep. Afenifere meetings. This is from Fasuranti. No longer a leader. We won't hold Afenifere meetings. This is from the Fasuranti. Rivers releases awards of new ones. Rivers 78 billion once. Now report 700,000 transactions valued at 8 billion. Naira record 700,000 Naira. Don't collude with politicians. BVAS, Buhari's position stands. Presidency, no U-turn on BVAS. The position stands. That's from presidency. Okay. Federal government incurs 956 billion naira outstanding liabilities on road and housing projects. Federal government incurs 956 billion naira outstanding liabilities on road and housing projects. This from Fashola. 3 court okays suit seeking to void nomination of all APC candidates. Court okays suit seeking to void nomination of all APC candidates. Let's go over to the Punch newspaper this morning. The flood has destroyed so many roads. Destroyed so many roads, especially the east-west roads. Now, the federal government has said it is going to okay. Yes, it has approved 506 billion naira for the east-west. 506 billion naira west. Aggrieved presidential aspirants have right to complain. That's APC over court injunction. Senator to grill minister over 147 billion naira project. Senate to grill minister over 147 billion naira projects. EFCC arrests 87 Forex dealers in Abuja, Lagos. That's the main thing this morning on the redesigning of the Naira. Acquired the dollar, and that has further devalued the Naira with a dollar worth 900 naira. Just the $1 is big on the black market. Forex traders angry as agency conducts more raids, seizes phones. Forex traders angry as agency seizes phones. Bauer meets senior bank officials. Senior bank officials and dealers association. Licensed dealers license cons. Yes, yesterday. While raising women abducted money. On oil theft, rust.
So, as I was saying, you see, okay. So, if you check the template of the system of government we've been operating as a people, you will notice that there are issues that are fundamental. Those issues are foundational. And from 1960, we've not solved any of those issues. So, religion is one of the major issues. Ethnic factor is one of the major issues. Corruption and sentiment is another major issue. So why other issues now, illiteracy, ignorance is also part of it. Now, there is no sane patriot. Politicians, that you're a politician does not mean you're a patriot. They will look at the system of what we operate and now go for one faith. Either Christian, or Muslim. It is the height of insensitivity, religious bigotry, and politics of getting it at all costs. So, but Ganuje is a Muslim, so I don't expect him to do anything different. So he did not disappoint some of us, like some of them who are pushing for whatsoever they believe in. And the same thing is applicable to Shetima. So he should come and give us rationality that after having a president from a Muslim faith for 8 years in person of President Muhammadu Buhari, after having a Muslim Senate president in person of Saraki and Ahmed Lawan for 8 years, After having ministries, about 17 of all the key ministry, are occupied by key Muslims. If you look at this administration, so you are picking another presidential candidate, another Muslim candidate for 2023, a vice from the same faith for 2023. Then if the presidency goes back to the north, it is definitely a Muslim that will emerge as the presidential candidate. So invariably, they are saying that Muslim will be president for under Buhari 8 years, which is gone. Muslim president and vice would be the leader in the next administration for another 8 years, making 16. And for sure, the APC that I know, grabbing power at all costs, will pick another Muslim for another 8 years. So on a stretch for 24 years, you are indirectly saying that those within the Muslim faith are the only knowledgeable people, those who can win votes, those who are more or less sound in governance than any other religion. I mean, who does that in a country as divided as Nigeria?
Are you wonder we have some Southerners supporting this agenda?
No, Southerners, some of them don't have what they call disruptive thinking. Because when you can holistically look at situation, irrespective of influence, and now zero your mind to say, this should be fairness, this should be justice, this should be equality and equity, because there's a difference between equality and equity. This should be balance. This should be how federal system with multi-ethnic group, multi-religion, different faiths and belief, where there's tension, a country whereby there's an Islamic sect trying to occupy a part of the country.
It is not part of the government.
You say what?
It is not part of the government.
I'm not defining if it's a part of the country. I'm telling you that the sect clearly made an open statement. And we've also had the presidency, also a Muslim president, that have openly said they should give those same sects amnesty. But he has not been so open to so give amnesty to other sects, probably the Southeast that is majorly dominated by Christians. So you now check the language that it seems conclusively, probably by some conspiracy theories. Now it's not more conspiracy, it is evidential that there is an aim of Islamization directly or indirectly. Because some people speculated in 2014 that there is an aim, if you check the agglomeration, the coming together of APC, it was majorly dominant Muslims cut across the south, majorly in the north, as at 2014. Internet don't lie. Check the breakdown of the composition of APC. Check the rumors that went around. And they were able to manage it and stylishly bring in Professor Yemi Osinbajo, who they said was a pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Coincidentally, that happens to be the church I used to attend. So they managed it to win the election. But events have turned out whereby we see the presidential body language to a set of people, or probably to a particular religion. Deborah's head was chopped off in Sokoto. And the videos online showed more than 20 youths. Only 2 were arrested. 33 lawyers, including a professor, went to defend them. But we have cases in the north that stealing of Pepe and Maggie. Those people are all in prisons in the north. How many people have gone to stand for them? So it is evidential and it is becoming clearer, and the fact is becoming more substantiated that there was an agenda for the amalgamation of the APC in 2014. There are write-ups which you can check. Some people already predicted what is happening as of 2014. That the way these guys are going, they will get to a point, their major candidate will be Muslim. They have an agenda, but they will try to manage, and they managed it well in 2014. They brought a Christian vice president. Some people followed it, and they preached about it. But the presidential body language is always give amnesty to Boko Haram, integrate them to the army. You know that they've been integrating Boko Haram members into the military. It's no more news. Internet, don't lie. Check it out. We've had military personnel in person of Dr. Laumi, former Naval Commodore, that came to Channel TV, and he said the same thing, that the presidential body language. They asked him a question pertaining to the attack of the NDA, and he said immediately it's Friday, they opened the gates of all the military apparatus in Nigeria. Yes, and they enter. So on Fridays, who worship? It's majorly Muslims. You see, the problem with Nigeria is people who don't look at the truth, no matter how inconvenient and uncomfortable it is, and say it the way it is. We always look for excuses to justify the problems of the Nigerian state. And that's why we are not hiding our face, because these are the major issues. We have the tendencies of a more Islamic fundamentalist in governance. And it has shown over time, directly or indirectly. And this government and the party have elevated the tendencies more and more. It is evidential. You can come and argue with your part. You can fight it. But it was evident to you and I that the president said Boko Haram members should be given amnesty.
Okay, let's look at the redesigning of the Naira. Edo State Governor Obaseki, he spoke about he said it's a political attempt.
Yes, definitely it's political. Why towards the election? No, I mean, there is no
The
thing.
reasons that the CBN gave, are they not reasonable for redesigning Naira?
What was the reason the CBN gave? To one,
and also it's going to help mop up some bad Naira notes and what have you.
well, you might have good intentions, but your timing of action would be misinterpreted, because you have a right to create your intention. People also have a right to create their own meanings. Personally, I see it as a political move. Personally. In fact, some people have speculated that towards the tail end of the year, the Buhari government they've always known will make a move. Now, the question you should ask is, between changing of the Naira notes, if truly there's hoarding, and monitoring the process this money is being hoarded.
Yeah, because they are making arrests. They arrested 87 Forex dealers in Lagos.
Forex don't hoard Naira.
And, no, they have these dollars. So Nigerians that have that bulk money, that are hoarding it, would want to exchange that for dollars.
If they change the Naira,
$1
the
is 900 Naira.
The Nigerians that still hoard the former notes will still hoard the new notes. The money in your account will still be 1 million, Abi. What you need to do is go and withdraw that same new note and give to Aboki, yes or no? That is not the solution.
Put money in their house, store in their accounts,
And they start distributing it. People will be paying it into different accounts gradually.
Okay, they will.
Did they say people should not pay huge amount to bank? No. See, Christian, when clever legs are moving, clever eyes are watching. One of the major reasons they want to do this is to curtail Forex. But the question is, who are those that handles Forex? Is Nigeria the only country that converts their own currency to Forex? But is this kind of system having a distance of almost twice of the CBN official rate as the black market? Yet, instead of creating a blank rule, immediately you need dollar. The only person that can sell dollar should be the CBN. The CBN now transfer the responsibility to commercial banks. Commercial banks now will tell you, I went there to get dollar as of yesterday. Somebody among the free TV overseas saw me. The banker said, we'll not get dollar. Now $20 and $10 we get. But the same bank have one bureau de change standing inside the bank. So that bureau de change, they will tell you that because say you know go fit use $20 for Nigeria, you know it's bulky to carry. Give that bureau de change guy the dollar. The banker will give him. So the bureau de change will now transfer the Naira equivalent to you. So when you have failures of leadership, Christian, failure of leadership they show for Nigeria so they take waka for road. It will show in your sleeping. It will show in your dollar. It will show in your Naira. It will show in your school. It will show in your dating. It will show in how people think and talk. We have constant and perennial failure of leadership in Nigeria. So the CBN is insensitive. They decided to abandon the source and they are chasing shadows. And that is why you can have insecurity will take place. The president will be shocked.
Okay.
So
let's look at other reports. We are still looking at these 134 ships rust as court cases drag. This is on the oil theft. I don't know what is me. Sometimes I wonder if the country Nigeria is workable. 134 ships rust as court cases drag.
134 ship. It simply means it's either the case is on court or maybe there's a court judgment that have grounded some, then they are trying to appeal. So they are waiting for the court's judgment or at the stage of appeal before they will know what the case will be like. See, 134 ships, Christian, Nigerian vessel, a vessel loaded crude from Nigeria, got to the middle of the ocean, diverted the crew, and people exchange money. The country they got to now ask them, where was this crew coming from? No paper, no record. Anything, viewers, listen to me. Anything, manipulation, hypocrisy, corruption, any form that cannot be seen or viewed in Nigeria has never happened anywhere in the world. And some of the corruption that is taking place in Nigeria is because it is not yet in public domain. That's why people don't know that that kind of thing can happen in Nigeria. Any form of corruption. So just 134, they are complaining. The ship that load, it was in Apapa here. They said the ship vanished. It's online now. The former Inspector General of Police at the point came out, I think with the massa, that the ship was missing. So it is only in Nigeria that the tracking of ship, if you have an idea with shipping techniques, GPS tracking, that you will hear that ship is missing. Okay. So 134 ship is just a norm of what has been happening in this parochial state called Nigeria, that people will be elevating as if Nigeria is so well and everything is good for them. So it's just one of the systems that they've elevated over time. That is why you can have a system 8 months after students are at home, then you see people campaigning. They are shameless.
Flood will take over communities.
Flood will take over community. They will even visit those communities to show human sympathy. So 134 ship, now they complain. These are people that are so shameless, and they are puppeteers they paid, cut across the north and south and different religions to come and elevate poverty, mediocrity, traffic, insensitivity, insecurity, bad road, bad railway. So they will not come and elevate. So that person will be the next thing, the best thing that can happen to them. A government that has failed in almost every area of human endeavor. Okay. So what do we get?
Thank you very much. Don't forget Mr. Samuel's wedding will be on the 26th of November, 2022. We'll be right there. We'll pump champagne. Yes.
Thank you.
Sir.
I have Mr. Man, you are looking very, very wonderful this
morning. It's the grace of God now.
Share the grace for me now.
It's God that gives grace now.
Okay, let's look at some of our reports this morning. On the redesign of the Naira, Efcc is going after Forex dealers. 87 have been arrested in Abuja and Lagos. What do you think they are going to make out of this?
I think it's a welcome development. Because you see, it's not every time you criticize the policy of the government. If the policy of the government is targeted at the well-being of the citizens or the economy, I think you commend it. Because how can you explain a situation where 80% of money circulation is not within the banking system? And you have a government in place that makes policy. How do you expect the monetary policy to work when you have no control over the money circulation? Some politicians or some unscrupulous elements stash this money in their homes, not for the benefit of the economy. And I quite agree, because part of the disadvantage of the policy is what we are witnessing. Because these bad Nigerians, we rush to parallel markets. We rush to black markets to start exchanging those Naira for dollar, putting pressure on the Naira. That's why you see Naira is falling. But I think, like EFCC is doing, they should step up the action. Because how can you expect a situation where somebody will keep, because there are revelations of people rushing to banks with huge amount of money. And if you look at the money in the hand of people that is not in the banking system, if you continue exchanging it for dollar, it will get a point where you exhaust all the dollar in black markets. So invariably, they will be still forced. They will still be forced to approach the regular banks. So I think it's a good policy, because it is a question of demand and supply. You now look at what is the volume of dollar in black market, in parallel market, and what is the volume of Naira in in the hands of people that is not in the banking system. And you are looking at that much goes there. Now you know what you talk.
Let's continue.
You are looking at what's the problem she goes there?
Let's continue.
You are looking at another area is people who are using this money like kidnappers. You see, because these kidnappers, Boko Haram, bandits, they have chunk of money at their disposal. And if by January, 30th of January, when the policy would have ended, when the deadline would have ended, and they are not able to exchange that money in their disposal or the monies in their disposal, it will become ordinary paper. So for me, I think it's a welcome development, and all the relevant government agencies should step up their actions to ensure that everybody that is trying to circumvent or rather sabotage this policy is arrested so that they nip it in the bud.
But the Edo State governor said it is political.
It is political. He has his own reasons and he's entitled to his opinion.
Why is it
as much as
that the elections are near?
No, you cannot take it away if you are saying it's political. I think APC should even be the target. So I don't think it's political. Because if you know Mr. President, Muhammadu Buhari, if you know his antecedent, you agree with me that he is somebody that would have even done this thing even before now, going by his nature. Look at the statement that came from Mr. President when he said that only those people that keep or kept illicit money will have to worry about it. And that's a situation where even the Minister of Finance have queried the policy. But again, you begin to ask, the law establishing CBN do not put CBN under the control of the Ministry of Finance. And go and look at the board of CBN. The permanent secretary under the Ministry of Finance is a statutory member of board of CBN. And this policy would have been discussed at the board before even writing Mr. President for approval.
Okay.
So I think it's an ego thing. Okay. How can the minister come out and say she was not briefed? You cannot subject the office of the governor to the scrutiny of the Minister of Finance.
Okay, let's look at other reports. On Afenifere, Fashoranti says, I am the current leader. Adebanjo responds that you are joking.
Those ones are personal things. You see, whether Adebanjo, Fashoranti, what they call, the one supporting P2B, the one supporting Turumbu, they have their rights. I can decide to support anybody. You have no power, or you have no right to question me on that. You may say the candidate is not to you. You did not consider the candidate as being upright or being credible. It's my right. So anybody can support anybody. I don't see any issue coming out of it. It is within your right to decide who to support.
I know anybody can support anybody. How do you see the crisis in Afenifere?
It's a normal thing. It's a clash of interests. Adebanjo say I'm going for B. The other one say I'm going for Tinubu. His interest, his opinion. I don't see any controversy about it. I get to know whether I like it or not. It's not about voice of the Yoruba people. Everybody have right to vote and decide who to vote for. At the end of the day, this thing is a game of number. Okay. So how do you articulate your interest to make sure that you get more, you magnetize more electorate to your side? Whether you like it or not, there's a whole lot of gimmick rules in politics. And in trying to play it to get people to your side, you do all manner of talking. And at the end of the day, if you succeed in convincing someone, it is to your own advantage. So I don't see any issue. Pardon?
Pastor. Okay. Don't collude with politicians to set Nigeria's ablaze. Can President tell clerics?
Don't collude
with politicians like you now to set Nigeria ablaze.
If you are farming wanting and colluding with politicians to set Nigeria ablaze,
like an advice.
No, you understand the way you raise the question. That is, you are farming wanting. You can raise it here. Because for me, I quite agree that the office of the pastor is distinct from politics. Because if you have a mandate to preach the gospel, it's about second coming of Jesus Christ. It's about what God stands for. And I think it's a variant with who rule Nigeria. Because Jesus Christ is the Bible says we should look up to Jesus Christ as the author and finisher of our faith. Who for the joy set before him despite the cross, yes, despite the shame, and at the end of the day, he seated at the right side of God the Father.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say in essence is, what does Jesus Christ stand for? Because there was a point in the Bible where they wanted to force Jesus Christ to make him a king in Israel. The Bible says he left the sin because his kingship is not of this earth. So if you are a pastor, a prophet, you are operating under any of the fivefold ministries, you should stay under mandates.
Okay.
And leave politics
So
for
don't set
politicians.
Nigeria ablaze. Yes, that's the advice. Yes.
I see. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
What up?
Kule.
They don't give you double cheek.
the great man.
Look at your chieftaincy beat, man. Where is it from? Abia, right?
I have a heritage.
Heritage?
Don't you have a heritage?
Yeah, I don't have. I don't
have a heritage?
I don't have anyone.
You don't have where you're coming from.
The heritage. I mean, I'm talking of the beads on your hand.
I have a heritage.
Are you from traditional rulers lineage?
I'm a chief.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Otumba Kule.
Yeah,
let's
I greet you,
let's start
sir.
with the arresting of Forex dealers in Abuja and Lagos State.
That is a huge job, for the EFCC.
Nigerians are rushing,
Power.
exchanging their Naira for dollars.
Dollars, yes.
There's pressure on the dollar.
Yes, there has been pressure on the dollars. And you see all this Bureau change, as you're looking at things, the values, they are parts of the people that devalued our Naira as it is. Because majority of these leaders, when they loot all this money, they convert it to dollars, right? Majority of this Bureau change are the one they are using to siphon the money, as a middleman. They are the one they are using to siphon the money. There's always a cohesive contact between them and the politicians. When you look at this same Bureau de change, they are the ones that dictate, the black market.
Yeah.
They dictate,
They drive the black market.
the price of dollars. I mean, the price of dollars. They dictate the price of dollars for you. Why? They don't even really think about our own local currency, that we have to make it more valuable. And it's not only them. EFCC should have even checked on the CBN governor too. That's what's it called? What's his name? What's it called? Emefiele. They should have checked on him, knock on his door too. How did you allow our Naira to depreciate to this level? I think you are part of the monetary policy committee that for the stabilization of Naira. Do you want to tell me you slept in slumber for how many months? For you now to wake up that you just realize that the Naira has depreciated up to like a dollar to 800 Naira, right? Can you imagine? And it's still going 1,000. Somebody predicted that it will still hit 1,000 any moment from now. So what kind of economic blueprints are this government running? Are they detached? Are they not on the same page? No, let's ask ourselves questions. For Minister for Finance to be coming out to say
the policy is political.
It may be
You look at
just to choke the opposition, spendings of opposition. You could see now, as it is, Obi campaign funds, donors, funds. They put it off. The government has gone against it, that they should wipe it off, that they don't want to hear anything like campaign fund, donation, and all these things. So those are the parts people are suspecting whether you are using that policy to gag the opposition. So and for that Naira, what's it called? Changing of the Naira's color now. The designing of the Naira now is coming too late. Because why are you doing that towards the election? And I'm not saying the policy is bad, but it's coming too late, right? You're doing that towards the election, and people will be having a thought. I mean, the other thought that is because election is coming, you want to steal, you want to stab the opposition of funds and all sort of things. And you see, why did we allow our situation to degenerate into this level? You know, so it's part of what we've been saying, that the constitution that we need to ample on, or that we need to work on that constitution. Let everybody, we should not even, to me, I've been saying it, that we should not even be talking of election. But when, the majority are saying they want this, they want that, they want the election, so who am I, only single man, to start this thing, crying that referendum, restructuring, all sort of things. But all these candidates, I know some of them promise us restructuring when they get to power. But we still hold on to them. Even there's no restructuring before election, we still hold on to them. We read their lips. We are reading their lips now, and we expect them to walk their talk when they get to that power. You see, there are a lot of leadership, disconnection, blunder in this. Where a leader come in, they will campaign for you, that I want to do this, and when they get to the power, they look at the other side, and the what's it called? The followers, the citizens. I don't know how docile our brain are, and that is why they say Nigerian citizens are the most docile citizens in the whole world. I think it's on record, but it's just meant to be for them to, classify it. To print it out for people, for the whole world to see that we are the most docile youth in the world. Okay, that anything can go.
Yes, Ganduje begs the Lagos Hausa communities to back.
Yeah, that's mammoth crowd. But I don't know whether this mammoth crowd we are seeing here can turn to, the progressive votes. I don't know. Look at the crowd, definitely. How many of them are with PVC? How many of them are with PVC? See, it's not all about crowd. I just understand it's not all about rally. 1 million match, 10 million match, 70. As I've been told now, there are some people that will not get their PVC before election. There are some people. Some are even telling me I may not be able to vote.
What would be the cause?
The cause is high neck. The last batch of this, PVC. They documented the profile. The capture is like too late for the number they are printing. They are not even inclusive in the number, the INEC number of the voters register. The INEC as print are saying out or are bringing out, because those ones that came late now, I don't know why would they want to just change us that we will not be voting. I was told clearly. I was told I sat somewhere that we may not be able to vote because all the voters cards that are eligible to vote, all the people names that are eligible to vote, they've compiled the name. So we are on a reserve, they don't know what to even do with us. That was why they told you they should give them extension. They should give INEC extension for more registration, just to finish all this job. It's so alarming to me when I heard that yesterday, but I don't know. But I'm still going to put more pressure. I'll go to where I register. I'll go to my local government where I did the registration. Then I will start from there. Maybe I have to end up
Somebody
in
says most of your PVC is in the gutter.
I said so.
Like there's a guy that
they discard all those PVC. The way I'm hearing now, a party member told me that you guys come next year. You are not going to vote. Come next year. So is this the kind of country whereby people will be deprived of his own civic rights? That you will not have the civic PVC. It's only calculated people, number of people that they want. Once they get that number, they discard all. So that's why we said the election in this country, you can never perfect. People will still keep complaining. I'm telling you now, some lawyer, like people like us now, we can arrange a lawyer to truncate that election. That it will not hold. Us, they don't want to accommodate us to vote. Because it's our civic right to vote. Okay. But why is government trying to deprive us of our civic right? And about Efcc again. Efcc should be the satellites on the border. Efcc, immigration, custom, they should be their satellite on the borders of this country. Because what we need to be looking at now, they are attacking the money smugglers in the country now. You know, they are attacking the money smugglers in the country now. How about the borders? How about the porous borders that they have? You know, so many porous borders they can go to siphon all this money. You know, because it's our money. Look at the guy that wanted just to.
But some people think that there might be a foul play in favor of the ruling party.
Yes, see, the only person that they did not capitalize on that favor is Jonathan. Whether he capitalized it or but they betrayed him was Jonathan. Because I've never seen a sitting government losing power. You know, sitting government losing power just like that. And you know, you have all the muscles, you have all the power apparatus of powers to hold on to that power. But I don't just know. And you know, what cost Jonathan home was the 5 week past episode of G5. You know, the G5 of the 90s, was it 1991? Was it 2000 and this thing? And the same thing is repeating itself. You know, we have the G5
but you think that G5 of
Saraki, them.
Would it be effective?
It's trending towards
no,
G5.
would it be effective as? No, that one is different. They have to go to another party. This one is still in the party.
These ones too, they are moving to another party. They're
moving.
Yes, they are just taking their time. So they are just taking their time. Some people are loyal to one party or the other. I'm telling you, Wike soul is with APC already. You know, because when Wike has started the alliance with Sanwo-Olu, coming to commission project, coming to donate 300 million, can Wike take his money to what's it called, Cross River? Oh no, where Udom is, Akwa Ibom. Can Wike take his money to what's it called? Where this guy Sokoto? Where what's it called? Tambua. Can he take his money there? So that is when you know their body, their soul is moving towards that APC side, and that was why all of them they are working in alliance, right? The APC was doing one program the other time in Southwest. Wike was in Southwest with the Attorney General of the Federation, the new Attorney General of the Federation. So I don't know the alliance, the collabo they are trying to make, but they want to spark a PDP article that we can join forces with your enemy to destroy you. We can align with your enemy because APC is article enemy now, and Wike want to taunt. You know, they will have done that. They will have gone in alliance with Obi. But they know Obi is just a gentleman. He's a friend to every one of them. But APC and PDP, they are worst enemy. So they want to go to APC. They may not like that APC, but just to prove a point that we can wreck the ship. We can wreck the ship. And you see, all these politicians, what I just say is that they play dirty when it comes to say one person is just losing out. That person will like to play dirty to pull some other people down. You know, Operation Pull Him Down syndrome. And that is what is happening. And that is what is happening to our government. That's why we don't have governance. So to me, enough of all this grammar, all this talk. Me, as I did now, I want us to go out and protest. That ends SARS protest. That ends SARS remembrance. We will have turned it to
a
movement for rescue Nigeria through giving us a new constitution or working on our constitution that will make the country stable for us, that will make the country lively for us, that will make the country habitable for us, so that we can have a future in Nigeria. But for now, our future is blinking, seriously blinking.
Thank you. I have a
Good morning to you.
What is happening? What's going on?
Nothing is going on. Nothing.
Yes, let's look at the Edo State governor who said that the redesigning of the Naira is a political move by the ruling party.
Baseki, I think I think there's more to it. Because how do you best explain that 2.7 trillion is not in the banking system, and this money shows that it's in circulation, and truly it is not circulated. Sir, it is not circulated. So how do you best explain that some persons are holding this fund. So I think on this issue of government redesigning this currency, I think it's a very good move because now if you continue holding funds, surely there'll be what inflation. Yes. Now when people bring out these funds, there will be now you now have excess money in circulation, and then it will also cause inflation. So I think it's a very good move for government to redesign this currency, and so also curb the rate at which this you have these people selling dollar
Yeah, they are arrested
at the
by
black market.
EFCC.
Because now,
On
just like what Pastor said, now when these guys must have exhausted this dollar on the street, they will still go to the bank and still purchase the dollar. So it will have a negative effect
On the Naira.
on the naira and then onto our economy. So see, I think for the first time I commend the president on this smart move. I commend the president on this smart move because Nigerians you cannot say you have 2.7 trillion in circulation and still it has and then see it has no effect on the economy. So now you can see that it is what yielding results. It's not what it is yielding results. You see it. Some persons are now returning the money back to the banking system. You see that 2003 money that was printed 2003, 2007, and now in circulation, which is supposed to be, which is not supposed to be. So I commend the president on this good move because, and then again, one thing I think there should be a state policy for those holding money. Yes, there should be state policy for those holding money because you are holding money just to make sure that the economy of the country suffer setback. At the end of you now, you see them, they are now rushing, they are now making exchanging this naira for dollar now.
Now it's 900.
To $1. Is it negative?
Some people predicted that to be 1,000.
Impact of it. So that is the negative impact of it. If you keep on holding money and now when there's what emergency, you bring out this money and start exchanging it for dollar. So which is so bad?
Fashiranti says I'm a very leader. Why Adebanjo responds that you're joking?
Mr. Christian, I believe Adefansi has handed power and then anointed by Adebanjo to take over the leadership of Mantu. So what I believe at this point is that whosoever the individual endorsed should not be a problem. In 2015, I've very endorsed. In 1999, I've very no, I think in 2015 endorsed Jonathan. He lost. Abi? No, he lost. Did they endorse Buhari? No. Did they endorse OBJ in 1999? He won. OBJ won. Did they endorse Eradua in 2003? He won. So I don't think I've very endorsement has anything to do with this political game. This thing to me, I think, is a game of numbers. So endorsement of Afenifere to me has nothing to do with these political settings. Everybody Afenifere cannot tell you who to vote for.
Afenifere cannot tell you who to vote for.
Yes, because to me I think these are which stupid Yoruba culture. Are they not also looking for their pockets? These men are also working for their pockets.
Okay.
They're also working for their pockets. So you are telling me okay now. Adebanjo said Obi. This other one is saying Ashwaju. So who do they follow? So I think that day every Nigerians will go to the poll and then exercise their franchise. Whosoever you think is the best person for you is who you vote for, irrespective of how you clamor about this person. Yeah, some person sees their Messiah. One thing I would always say is that people keep saying Messiah. In 2015, people portrayed President Muhammadu Buhari as the Messiah. Everything we heard, insecurity we heard, unemployment we heard. But 8 years along the line, how has it fair? 8 years now. How has it fair well? How has it fair well? So how has it fair? So before you want to come, he who come with equity must come in a clean hands. So see, I believe every Nigerians need. So I believe every Nigerians need to exercise their franchise. Whosoever becomes the president of this country will not turn Nigeria into a paradise. That is my take. We will not make Nigeria paradise.
Who do you think has the numbers now?
Hmm?
You said it's a matter of numbers.
Aristotle, which is the father of politics, said politics is a game of God. Aristotle said it. Who do I think asks the numbers? Don't forget, Mr. Christian, don't forget, I think I stand to be corrected. Now, when it comes to political structure and game of numbers, and the game of numbers, now, the game of numbers, the North has the numbers. Don't forget that these people have the numbers. They must at least support candidates.
Okay.
So it is whosoever they support, it is people whosoever these people form alliance with become the president of this country. Don't forget that. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Mr. I have Alaji. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ekuja Meta.
Very, very, my brother.
Ekuja Meta.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's start with the Afenifere.
Affair, meaning
Is the Yoruba cultural
Yoruba.
Yeah.
I'm Yoruba and they are not even defending me. I don't know them.
But they have been making headlines.
They will make headlines because if you can make headlines, you make money.
Let's look at them. Fashoranti Adebayo. One supporting Tinubu, the other one supporting.
They are all crazy. They all have different. They all have different intentions on what they are doing. Check the age of Adebanjo. How old is he?
93.
93. 93. Check the rate of fashion. How much is it?
It's over 90.
It's over 90. Please bring the two of them and tell them what have they done to the Yoruba with their age.
I'm surprised hearing this from South.
No, it's a question now. They are 93. Me, I'm 63.5. Here, as I'm standing, I will show you 3 Igbo boys that I've empowered here to buy machine for them to grow. They are not Yoruba. I will take you to my office. 95% of people in my office there are Igbo guys and they are Christians. I am the only Muslim in my office that I'm paying for. And I'm not collecting from anybody. Are you getting me? Let one of them come out and tell us that from this family, this is the person that I have given him scholarship. The two of them.
Okay. Let's look at other reports. Since our Alaji does not support the Afenifere.
Never Afenifere. Did you know that Tinubu was the first person to accuse Afenifere? Did you know that he condemned them?
Yeah, he condemned them. And
who are those that you want to call Afenifere? Afenifere started from AD.
I thought it's Nadeko.
Who is Nedeko? Nedeko is coming from behind.
Okay.
Afenifere started from I am telling you their origin is AD. Are you getting me? This AD that me and you are talking of, AD is still in existence. Oh.
Today, yeah.
It's a party that brings Tinubu. And it's calling some people traitors. Are you getting me? AD is still alive. Are you talking of Afenifere? Kola Abiola say he wants to go for presidency. Why are the Yoruba not following him? If they say they are doing it because of Yoruba, didn't they benefit from Abiola?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, why today did they abandon? Why did they abandon Kola Abiola? Why is Afenifere not going for Abiola's son? Because all these papa, you see them collect money from Abiola. Why are they going for Tinubu? Glutons!
Okay, let's start with Tinubu. Now he's going to campaign. Where do you think he's going to start his campaign from?
Me, think of where Tinubu is going to start campaign. From me to me, I can't tell you here and there because it's a failure to me. I cannot support a liar.
people that are not
I am 63. I'm 63. I'm 63. I'm 63.5. I want to cut 50 years off now. Let me talk as a 13 years child who came back from school. You are my father. You are 60. I am 33. They gave me homework from school. It is a question and answer. I want to come and ask you, my daddy. Daddy, this your man that you say make we support. What is our future under this man that you say make we support? Because you are now 60. You are going with him. What is going to become of us if you and him go? Daddy, we hear say this man that you say we should come and support, his own children are living fat. But you are not. You have not paid my school fees for last term. Daddy, they say his wife is a senator 3 times. And my mama is here, nobody empower her. And you are supporting him. What is going to become of my mama if you die? Daddy, my mama is selling fruit in the market. My mama is 63. The daughter of the man you are supporting is 61. But the father is 70. Daddy, did he marry at 8 and get her at 9? But you say the Bible say we should not tell lies. Daddy, this one you are telling me, is it not lies? Are you getting what I'm saying now? I don't want to go on and on to become a child. I'm a grown-up person. I have emancipated myself from mental slavery. Are you getting me? Bob Marley, I respect you. I've respected myself from mental slavery. I said it several times on this platform. I said, if you come here to me, you tell me you are a Tinubu fan. First thing I want to look from you is, let me see your phone. Let me see your alert. If I see your alert that you are already having 15 million naira for you to talk, I will celebrate you. I will only tell you, my brother, manage that money very well because of the future of your children. Because you will not get another one again. Are you getting me? But what sort of madness? Your phone, you they look for where to charge them. When anytime they start gen somewhere, they run there, go charge. Then if you charge finish, nothing you want to take a campaign for. Are you getting? Are you getting? Somebody's really in sense. That is Jaya. Now they look at us that we have over 220 million Nigerians. We have more than 220 million Nigerians. A presidential aspirant is now telling us that, look, gentlemen, because of the insecurity in this country, by the time I become president, I will take 50 million youth to become army. Is his son doing army? And he said he's going to give them cassava in the morning and give them cassava in the angari in the evening. It's in one picking, na cassava they eat now. You don't understand me. He was in TBS when he was campaigning. He said, great youth of Nigeria. They say great. Great youth of Lagos. They say great youth of Africa. They say great. I know you want to become president, but not now. Until I finish my term. It's my turn. You send your child to school, for God's sake. You as an old man, serve these people. You serve them. You have nothing to show out of what you have served. Early in the morning, you will leave your home before 5 o'clock. You come back 10 o'clock in the night. Your landlord is waiting for you 10:30. The electricity bill is there. Your gutter is not being taken good care of. Facilities that you need in the area was not there. You now end up come back in the midnight. You dey force your wife to fuck am to get another pikin. Well, you never know how tomorrow is going to become of that pikin. The same person now is going to tell you that that child that you are bringing to this world is not ready to excel until he has excelled more, until he die. He will die while the youth will trumpet in Nigeria by the grace of God. That's all.
Thank you very much.
I said it all.
How do you make it? Well,
Will you be praying
how
for
do
you?
you make
Will you
it?
be praying for you to bring
I-
for you?
Alice.
As a father, you be praying for your
Now,
child.
good touch.
Everybody is praying for his own child to be better than yeah. Everybody praying for his own child to be better
Yeah,
than
you the para.
I dey para now. I don't want to see anybody face.
You know what?
these are the people that know the truth.
Truly all of you.
Every Yoruba man are not the
Hey,
same.
Christian, what is happening now?
Every Yoruba man
I
are not
can see different explanation of language. See, let me tell you one thing.
Nigeria.
See, let me tell you one thing. All of us came.
I miss a
We
lot
need
of
a
our
change.
people there.
It doesn't undermine for you to condemn a human being. Me, I don't want APC. I don't want PDP. I want Labour. But don't be in the sense that I will not condemn PDP to the end and condemn APC to the end. They are all human beings. We don't want them. We don't want them. No need to condemn them to the last language. They are human beings like you. It's for your own choice. You preach here, you preach here, you preach here. Now, majority of us now say, okay, we don't want you, we don't want you. We have seen enough of you. Let us try the other side of the river. So it's different from condemning the integrity of that family.
I understand you. I understand you. Let's look at Edo State governor says that the Naira redesign is a political
Edo State,
movement.
my governor is my governor. He's a motherfucking human being. Doesn't know what he's saying. The other day he said this one we Nigeria will scatter. Now see, only you go to Edo State now. What Oshimona left till now? But they never do anything.
I'm telling you, I'm from that state.
He scatter everywhere. He carried the money for pocket. Carried the money. Oshimona came to rescue us from Igbenejo destiny.
Dynasty.
Igbenejo dynasty. His father, they pocketed those in their pockets. Oshimona come with God and rescue us from them. At the end of the day, the Benin that use Mango in the name of say Oshimona, they pursue him where they bring Obasanjo. Obasanjo now put it, say back to the pocket again. He's a motherfucking liar. Yes, it's my governor. It's my governor. He's a liar. What has he done? Just says, see what I've done after Oshimole legacy. So let us forget about those sentimental language. See what he's saying now. He's a city governor and he's a lights in Nigeria. I want to put lights. And when you scratch the lights, you start from your house.
Is Edo State safe?
Edo State, see, nowhere is safe in Nigeria, but you will save your own home. You protect your own home.
Okay, let's talk about Afenifere. I don't know. Pastor says that I'm the leader now. No more Adebanjo. Adebanjo is saying that you are joking.
You see, let me tell you one thing. Right from day one, those two people, they are rivalry. It's just like when Awolowo and Akintola those days. So you understand what I'm saying? You see, this Adebanjo, what's his name? Right from day one, he and Tinubu and cat and rats. Well, go back to history. He never say anything good in Tinubu, and Tinubu never say anything good in him. So their own language is not my language. They can be fighting. We are already decided about their situation. We are not going for them. So their talk is not my talk. They can fight themselves from now to the end of the discussion. Their language is already erased from our heart. It's already erased.
$1 is 900 naira now.
So it's going to maybe 1,200 or something like that. See, and the government is still there. So now is the time for you and I. I already thank God that they have some months to live. They can't stay there forever. What's go up must come down one day. No matter the situation, it must come down. And now is the end of the road. Come 2023 February, that is just 3 months or 2 months coming. So you all know what we're going to do, know what is right to do.
Okay.
Because the more dollar go up, the more you and I are hungry.
Give them the language.
The language your motherfucking house or the fucking government is erased now. Their time is up and their time is number. Before dollar will become 200, 2,000 to a naira, let us know that their time is up. They are trying to make things to hide, but we will not give them the chance. Their time is zero up. Merci beaucoup.
Good morning. Good morning. In there before you now. Say because you wear white and white.
I wear white today now. You white now.
Make we dey fear you. Igbo man no fear malam wey dey carry that guy. Now you will be.
Good morning, Mwaba.
Mr. Chris, this is me, aka Akbarakba, one of the only home and abroad in Imo State.
$900.
AKA Abba.
$1 is 900 naira now.
Don't worry, soon you go to 1.5. That is 1.5. Because when a blind man is leading a blind man, I'm not praying for them to fall inside lagoon now. I'm praying for them to fall inside ocean. The first picking did not crop. Now the second picking, I ain't go run. I laugh in parable. But same time, there is nothing hidden on this planet Earth. Because whatever that happened now is have been happening before. This is 7 years in office. Yes. They tell us that when somebody brings somebody, he said this person is the Messiah. Even one of our prophets over there, in which they have cancelled his own mission there, he said Buhari is the Messiah. Now, that Catholic church where they go there, they don't come out for a hand. That is one, because God is respecter of nobody. And God is unquestionable. When he uses his name to play gambling, at the end time, God will come because he's unquestionable. And whatever he likes to do is what he will do. And that is why he's God.
Okay, Governor Edo State says that the policy is a political movement. What would you say about that?
Obaseki and Oshomole. Everybody know this thing. They know how they fight their battle here. And they know when you talk politics, they say politics is a dirty game. Yes, anybody can change mouth at any time. Let's say politics. Let's say politician. I'm afraid of you. A politician will tell you that let's do it this way. And he will come to back and be doing other things. So, in Obaseki issue, Benin people, I go trust my Benin brothers. If you begin to blanker, they go blanker and where we're there. Because I believe Igbo, Benin and Igbo, they have the same character. We know the way, we don't be like this Lagos and all this Lagos and the where we say it's smarter and they go to fear. Okay, what you want, we go to give you. So, whether Obaseki, and if you die against anybody or you die against, now you know. But I trust Benin boys. If you fuck up here, then go blanker. I trust them.
What happened in Imo State? Have you blanker Imo State governor?
If Imo State governor want to come to government office, he's coming. He will go to Obi the first. He will carry troop of soldiers. If you want to come back from Abuja, you go to Obi. You go and pack all the road soldiers. You come to the government and you look. They will follow them again. Go to Obi from there. Abuja. That's what they say they do. If you don't say if you governor and you don't say nothing that's up according to you, and nothing does you, come, carry your motor, carry like escort. Carry 5 or 6 escort, go. Leave soldier. You go now see they go. You don't need to talk waiting your song. Then you go ask him for your back. That one, Anambra I dey talk about from Imo State. Confirm. Imo State man go tell you say that there go today, you go there, you go collect them. You know one now. So forget about that one. That one no say he's sitting on gunpowder. Yes, no pulls on him. So that's why smarter you want to go to Abuja to Fulani. Who made him?
Do you have a voter's card?
Why? I have my voter's card.
You're bona fide.
Huh?
You're bona fide.
I have my own voter's card.
And you're going to vote for who?
Okay, I'm not voting for anybody. What I want is what? Freedom. Yes, because number one, we're expecting them to give us good governance. They'll fail us smoking. Good leader, they'll fail us smoking. Since when they bought me in my father tell me Nigeria go better. Where the better day? One bag of rice now 40,000, 45. Now he's still going to tell me. My father built the house in the age of 21 years. Me, this is 40 years. I'm going to 40 now. 34 years, what will remain again? You see, he enter 40 years. The house why they build the day has more than one bag of cement in there, and how much? I don't feel buy anyone for that because I will fit chop food first before I buy cement. So now, they have ruined everything. Let allow us to go because they don't know what to do again.
So on election day, you stay in your house.
On election day. On election day. I will go for Tango. I go there buy dog. I will kill the dog. That day, I will make sure say enough for one day from my side. I will there they sort my side. And my men, because my men go still come.
No, you are not a good Nigerian.
Okay. What is good about Nigeria? What is good about Nigeria that will become a good Nigeria? I'm not praying to be a good Nigerian because nothing good inside here. No. So don't go why me. So my brother, we are waiting for them. Two things is involved. They said before, we are not Igbos. They are not united. Some are crying for Obi. That's why plenty people don't they follow them. People don't bring this bring person. Now they plenty where they support them. If they don't give them Obi, maybe they will give them one where they cry for it. They hold our up for there. If they don't give us Obi, they will give us one now. Yeah. Because two things where they cry for, they don't go deny you the two at the same time. Now. If they don't give you Obi, they will give you one.
Anyway, good morning, my brother. I can't be. It can't be. Edo cannot be Lagos. When it comes for politics, so
you say Edo and Lagos.
Leave that man. Do you know? Let me tell you something. When Alhaji was speaking, this man run away. Kule run away.
I saw him here.
And for where? He run away. Kule cannot start with Alhaji. Not possible.
Why?
You know why?
Why?
Kule always, Kule is a fanatic human being. A fanatic Yoruba man. You know him now. He always side Tinubu. Ask him, why are you talking?
Who are you supporting? Me, I know
you have not gotten to that stage.
No, me, I know who you are supporting.
I am not gotten to that stage. My name is Lucky Ayagbona. Edo no be Lagos. Edo can never be. Let's go.
Edo State Governor says that the Naira policy is a political movement.
He has been saying it now for long. Now you know now. He has been saying it. It's a way of stopping articles. Those people who map up money for house. I don't forget.
Okay, articles map up money for house.
Not all articles. All the politicians, even OP, and all of them, all politicians. There is no way in Nigeria you will not spend money. I'm telling you the truth. There's no way you will not spend money. No money, no election. Do you know how much INEC and
Labour Party, he said we are not giving shishi.
Who told you that? The 5 million he gave for Benue State, where did he get the money? I better leave that one there. All politicians will spend money. The only thing is that OP don't have the kind of money that Atiku has and Tinubu.
So it's going to affect.
It's going to affect a little bit. Yes. You know, this is the time for those who are eating now. We get little bit money, maybe 3,000 naira. All this small money. So this is the time. But now, with the mapping of money, this is a politics. It's a politics. The time is too short. Look how much for dollars now. You know how much for dollars now? Dollars has gone up to Naira something, which is very wrong. So it's a big problem, my brother. So that is
what is happening in the market.
Somebody
cannot go to market again.
That is it now. This is what I expect you to do. Let's come up now in mass because no food, nothing. What do we do? Leave the election, leave campaign, leave everything. Let's come out and in mass and protest against this government because they are not paying attention to us again anymore. Everybody now what they are busy. Buhari is busy in London. I don't know what he's doing in London. Why people are there in Bayelsa, go to Bayelsa. Many people are visiting Bayelsa. As a president in power now, Tinubu has not visited Bayelsa. Go and check him. Visit campaigning for Lagos State, going up and down. Why don't you visit those people who are suffering, who are dying? Why Tinubu don't visit Bayelsa, visit other area? Tinubu rather give his money to those Kano, where Kano is enjoying. Give him 50 million, give him a bag of rice. Can't you go to Niger Delta and give those people where money is coming from to feed Nigeria and Lagos? Why can't Tinubu go there and he's telling us he wants to win 2023? Zero. Tinubu cannot win 2023. I'm saying it.
You have one vote.
I will mobilize you to make sure they vote for a new candidate.
Can you mobilize more than
Yes,
100,000 people?
I can mobilize everybody here. I will make sure they get PVC and vote against those old men who are fighting. Are you to imagine? I listened to my brother at that time. 95 years old, 2 old men are fighting because of dollars. You do remember 2019, 2015? Jonathan went to some of these elderly people, gave them dollars at the end, they betray him. Same way they are going to betray Tinubu. Yes, sir. Same way, this old man, that old man there, 90-something years, supposed to at least. Yes. Why is he has retired? Why is he coming back again? Because of money, dollars.
Yeah, 90-something, no?
He's supposed to relax at home, if the younger wants to vote for Tinubu and whoever wants. Not them dragging. If old men are fighting, what do you expect the youth to do? If 2 old men are fighting because of Tinubu, because of dollars, I just say old men are supposed to retire. I get to me? Like Edu Clark, who are there. Yes, that's a man, integrity man. But these 2 old men, why are they fighting themselves?
Which of the station is this?
But it seems this is dividing the Southwest vote.
Ohanese too will still decide the Igbo. Why the Southeast, they will still divide them because of dollars. Dollars is going around now. So don't expect 2 other old men to fight. You know, Tinubu, he can do his way, to make his way to make sure that he get a support from Ifedifere. I get to me. They have been divided because of dollars. Do you remember they chopped Jonathan 2015? They ate his dollars at the end. They voted against him.
But you are saying, you are making an allegation now.
What is allegation there? Do you think old man will just get up and say, I support Tinubu? Is it even possible? No, they're fighting for dollars. The 2 old men to go sit down. We don't need them. We need the youth nowadays.
Okay, Ganduje begs Lagos Hausa communities to back Tinubu and Shetima.
Is it Gando dollars? Who steal our dollars in Kano? All these are Jamboree. Forget them, my brother. You see, let me tell you.
The crowd.
With the crowd, these are people who are jobless. They are not doing anything. Well, today, if Atiko go there today, they will see gather. If Obi go there today, they will say Ghana. I don't have it. So, no job, nothing. What do they expect there? Let me just get that crowd here. Now you see more crowd will come. I get it. That's it. They are hungry. So they want to see whether their 2,000 will come out. That's why you see them there. Not that they are supporting Shetima. Don't forget Shetima. It was a governor where Boko Haram started.
Shetima.
Yes, now that Jonathan, they used it to pursue Jonathan. Today you are coming out to say you are the best. What has it done in Porono? Nothing. I can mostly this time around. Is it good possible? No.
Do you have a voter's card?
I have. I can show you my phone. I will vote the right person when the time comes. A younger generation, not this old man who cannot sleep well, who are going to London every 1 hour. Like Buhari, since the Buhari enter government, you have been traveling to Saudi Arabia, to London, to UK to go and treat yourself. We don't need that president now. Abi, youth, do we need it? No, we don't need an old man. Now we need a youth that can be able to direct. Let me see.
You are supposed to know who you vote for now.
I won't tell you now. I've told you that when the time comes, I've still studied. Not all this old man. Obi is one of the best, but the only problem is that can Kapa allow Obi to be there? That's the problem. Already, look at Labour Party. They're fighting. Labour Party. Every party are fighting now. Why? Interest. Let me ask you now. We're supposed to stop now. I get me. The youth supposed to be protesting now. No food, no gas, no petrol, nothing. No light. And we are waiting for 2023. It's strong. I get me.
If you are not doing anything about the judiciary, there is no way the democracy will try. Mark my word. We've been in this story for you.
Judiciary,
We have the constitution.
Listen. We have the constitution. What are you doing about
let it come. What are you saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello. The judiciary is highly corrupt.
Yeah, number one, corrupt.
If you are not doing anything about the judiciary, democracy will go nowhere in Nigeria. We have seen where corrupt politicians have not been dealt with.
You are right.
What are we talking about? Even if you put Obi there, Obi cannot single-handedly. No, wait a minute now. What would Obi single-handedly do? Where we have the judiciary, the legislative, and the executive.
You are right.
Okay, he's talking about the constitution, restructuring of the
You
constitution.
see, we have to do that, but the youth you have today, nobody is talking about that now. Nobody is talking about that now. What we are all clamoring for now, 1 million march, 2 million march for Obi, 2 million march for Atiko, 2 million march for Tinubu. The youth supposed to sit down and think, are we going to continue this suffering 2023? Tell me, the man is saying judiciary, look at the man of head of the judiciary. Corruption, corruption, corruption everywhere. Judiciary are corrupt. Every system is corrupt. Even the president said is nothing about it. Nigeria need to rehabilitated by the youth. The youth have lost focus. Youth have lost focus. Youth, wake up.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Edo.
you.
Edo Numi Lagos. Yes, that's Edo Numi Lagos. Yeah, good morning. Yes. Good morning, Mercy, Raphael.
Yes, here is Mazi Raphael Mbuchi. Good morning, my viewers, our viewers, beautiful, wonderful people. Stay tuned. Let us tune you with the happenings all over the country.
Nigerians are angry. 900 Naira to $1.
Jesus, 900 Naira
To $1.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. Highest in the past 20 years. Jesus Christ. Dollar equivalent to Naira. 900 to $1.
Yep.
Oh my God. This is terrific. And this is something else. It has never happened before in the history of this country. Even in 1997, when Nigeria did not read budget, Abacha did not read budget, it wasn't like this. There was no budget read in Nigeria in 1997, but still Nigerian economy was okay. The dollar sales then was, I think, 1 to 120. 1 to 120, 1 to 110, 190. It used to fluctuate. Jesus Christ. Abacha regime has become John Kennedy's regime in America, comparing to what is happening today in Nigeria. Abacha is an angel. If you compare the two, President Abacha, head of state, then retired Major General Buhari. The regime, this current regime, is a regime that divorced Nigeria. We have all been divorced, eaten up. Yes.
And we don't realize yet.
And we don't realize yet we are still sleeping. 900 Naira per dollar, Tunde Bakare has not taken to Ojota Park. 900 Naira per dollar. I don't know what Femi Falana is doing again. 900 Naira per dollar though. Omo Elechowore, he has tried his best. Charlie Opota, aka Charlie Boy, he has tried his best. Though he tried sometimes ago, I think 2 years ago, they used canister. He used to sniff canister on his nose. He was suffocated, he was lying down, he fainted for some minutes before he was revived. 900 Naira per dollar, Nigerian currency, Naira. Oh God, is dead. No, R.I.P., rest in perfect peace. Yes, dollar, bye. We are tired of you. Go. Naira is dead. Maybe you can go back to United States until after reviving Naira currency, you will come back again. We will start pallying ourselves as friends. Dollar, see, you've been a good friend to us over the years, but this time around, the friendship is gone because Naira is dead. The demise of Nigerian currency starts from this regime.
And it's going to affect
And I don't know.
Nigerians so badly.
So bad it's affected us. A bag of rice, oh my God, that was sold 9,000, 7,000, 5,000 during Jonathan regime. And even it was sold 9,000. I was just using overstatement or sarcasm. If bags of rice was sold 9,000 then, Tunde Bakare would have gone to Aso Rock and lead what? 5 million march against Jonathan because he was supposedly an Igbo man. Wale Cholika would have told us that the best person, the only Messiah we have in Nigeria was Buhari. He would have said more or less of that. Dollar, Naira, relationship is gone. Do you know what it takes Oh my God, for a Nigerian to bear what I'm saying now in the United States of America. Oh, in the neighborhood where Nigerians live, in New York, I'm sorry, oh, my brothers there, because all your neighbors will be mocking at you. Americans will be mocking us this time around in Washington, Arkansas. They are going to mock us this time around in where? New York. All those states in the USA where Nigerians are living. If you say, hey, in the neighborhood, American neighbor will say, who? Who are you? Who do you think you are? Go back to your country. Your dollar, your currency is gone. And actually, our currency, not jokingly, I'm not joking here. I'm saying the fact. Nigerian currency is dead, Christian. Oboroko, no more. Oboroko, bye-bye, because change the Naira at hand to dollars before you could bring in stockfish into this country. You find out that the whole money is gone. You can't bring a truck, container, 40 feet full of Oboroko stockfish again. If it was sold 10 million in the past, multiply it by 9, 10 by 9, we give you 90 million. You see how it has gone up more than 200%. See, during the Abacha regime, everybody was crying. Obuolanyo, yeah, Otikpa, he has killed us. Abacha is killing everybody. Abacha is killing Igbo man, killing Yoruba man, killing Hausa man, killing everybody. Let me tell you, Abacha's regime is like Jimmy Carter's regime in the USA in the 80s. Yes, his regime was very, very good. So that's why if you correlate Abacha regime and the Buhari regime, we find out that Abacha regime is like traveling to Jerusalem under the payment of the government, under the sponsorship of Jonathan regime or whosoever regime. You get to Wailing Wall, you pray, God will answer you. This time around, because Naira has gone up, if you go to Wailing Wall of Jerusalem, by me looking at the generation of your local currency to the dollars, US dollars is used on international transactions. If they find out that our currency is too down, before they could allow you to get to the wall of Jerusalem, the migration officers, they will be mocking you. Don't you know? We are finished internationally. Our international image is going down. Yes, international image of Nigeria has been rewritten to what a rubbish Guinea narrative. No, it has changed the narrative of this country. It's giving us bad name.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here is disintegration. Where do we go here from here? Do you think we are marching towards Obi? Can Obi change this current issue? Obi is a man. Obi is not a boy, I know. Obi is a man. We know he was a man. I don't know whether he could be a man on what is going on around this time around. Obi was a man in Anambra State. Yes, we know when Obi was there, dollars was exchanged for 150, sometimes 120, 130. But this time, Jesus Christ, 6 times 15 is 90. It has gone up 600 times, 600%. Because during Obi regime, mathematically or arithmetically, it was 150. Sometimes it goes down to 130. That's how it fluctuates and gallops up and down. But this time around, 15 times 6, it has gone 6 times, 600%. 900 Naira per dollar. Hey, shame, international shame. This has exhumed another international shame upon this country. If shame is killing all of us. Dollars, please go. American dollars, go. The relationship, the friendship, the unism, whatever we are having with you anymore is not under mutualism. You are having upper hand, too much upper hand against our currency. Dollars, bye-bye, no friendship again, go. We are going to switch on to dollars or Australian pounds or dollars. See, this Naira demise is getting too much. Let us embrace Niger, their currency, or Togo, or Benin Republic. France. Yes, they are even ahead of us. We should abandon dollar. We can't use it for international transaction again because it is having over. It has brought Naira, oh my God, 2 down.
Okay, let's look at Fashirati and Adebanjo. Fashirati says, I'm a very leader. Adebanjo responds that you are joking.
Adebanjo is the leader of Afenifere.
Not Fashirati.
Not Fasoroti. Baba Fasoroti is an elderly man. I think he celebrates his. I think he's 94. Getting to 194 years. And if you look at him, he's an elderly Afenifere man. But when you talk about leadership, tussle, I think Baba Adebanjo is the leader of Afenifere, celebrated. I think on that is a celebrated leader of Afenifere, officially accepted globally, nationwide. I didn't understand. But when you look at the other man, he's an elderly man. What brings this trouble is that the other man has integrity, he respects his dignity, as a man that led that Yoruba cultural group that accepted Obi as their own candidate. Just see where water sneak into the head of what do you call Obogo? This marrow. You understand? Fluted pumpkin or marrow or whatever. Or coconut. Thank you. Or coconut. Was that now Afenifere under Baba Pa Adebanjo, after signing the Labour Party presidential flag bearer to be their person, Baba Faro Sente over the weekend, I think last week, blessed Chiwaju of Lagos that he is their own candidate. So it now begins like the house of Afenifere is divided. So that's why there's this war of word. Baba Adebanjo was throwing word at Baba Farasonte that he was joking. When he threw it open, that he made it open to people that he is the leader of Afenifere. So now, as a bit skirmish anyway, I don't think it has gone too deep. An argument within that Afenifere Yoruba cultural group. Do you understand? So now it begins to look as if they are not stable, which is not good. What Farasente did, if you ask me, he prayed for him. He blessed him as an elder. But I don't know that he's blessing him like we are endorsing you. Remember that in the reminiscence, that is from preliminary, in the beginning, Afenifere said, it is not your turn. Leave Southeast. We know that is their turn. So we endorse our boy, our son, Obi. So now, for them to again, give Achuaju his blessing and say, their blessing, you are this, you are ours. People will begin to look at them as people that are not serious. So the war between two of them, I think, is something that is happening is an intra-war. Yeah? Yes, so they should settle within themselves.
Okay.
I think it's not supposed to be blown out of proportion like that. So they should settle. Of course, we know that Afenifere, the Yorubas, everybody in Yoruba land, they know that it's the turn of the southeastern Nigeria to produce presidency in Nigeria. So Afenifere should go and settle among themselves. It doesn't want Baba Adebanjo fighting that elderly man. Of course, was badly bereaved over the deaths of her daughter, who was shot by Fulani herdsmen in the past, not up to 2 years now. So I think they should settle. It's not good to, go into misunderstanding like that.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazi Raphael, for your contribution on this morning. We will see tomorrow. Okay, Mr. Lane says Tinubu bribed Baba Fashorati. I don't know about that one, whether he bribed Baba Fashorati. Let me look at some comments here this morning. Do you have anybody online? Yeah, Mr. Onoche, good morning, Mr. Onoche. Yes, I can see you, Mr. Onoche. You have the floor. You can contribute to the program.
What I want to contribute is simple, just short. I want to ask a question. Nigerians here, we excel. Most of us, we excel in whatever we are doing. I took my daughter to dental clinic. The dentist there was a Yoruba guy. I went to hospital, emergency. The doctor there is an Igbo boy, young boy, 20-something, from Asaba. Right? Then you come to business. There's a Nigerian man here, Yoruba, called Midas Touch. Wherever this man put hand, the place became progress. He owned 3 airports here in London. Italian speed rain, a Nigerian man. He never practiced politics in Nigeria for his life. He schooled here. He created his wealth with his brain. But in Nigeria, where we have millions of Nigerians, they are not capable of producing those who will manage the nation's economy. I don't know if God forgot our brain on the shelf in his workshop. This is the question which I want someone to help me, look for the answer. Why? We have millions of Nigerians there. We cannot produce good ones who can rule the people so that people will put food on their table. Eliminate crime. Because if you eat well, you don't think of crime. You think of how you enjoy your life. So when you cannot feed yourself, you have to commit crime to feed yourself. Because feeding is obligatory. It's not optional. It's obligatory. Right? What you call it? Emiloko said our Messiah then is Buhari, the late Buhari.
Mr. Nochi, for your contribution.
My time is up. Okay, God bless. Thank you very much. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's get.
Have a lovely day.
Another of our those that are watching us to contribute this morning. Who else is online this morning? In answering the question of Mr. Onoche, the system, the process whereby we produce our leaders is bastardized. The process is bastardized. Yeah, with that, there's nobody online this morning. But with that, we've come to the end of the program this morning. God bless you for watching us. Well, thank you for the support and also your likes. Please give us your likes so that we can have more reach to other people. God bless you. Till tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program. Bystanders at an Instance. I am Christian Chukwu. God bless you.